really wet. Just gonna wait until some people actually drop in, if they do. Dagar går och kommer med det och knackar på. Varför sorgar och gräver. Hi there! How are you doing? Today I am utterly exhausted, so it will be something as advanced as macaronis and bacon. How are you guys doing? I was supposed to be driving to class right about now. For my aerial hoop, but I decided to skip that because my shoulder has been bothering me a lot today and yesterday, so I think it needs a bit of rest actually. I see. I am a little bit warm. Where did I put the thingy? Ah. Everything's not dry yet. And I even convinced myself to actually take a break with editing today, so I won't be editing a new video today. But I am taking the day off from doing that. Macaronis and bacon. I know it's the most boring thing ever and not very healthy for that matter, but I'm too tired to honestly care. It is good. Hi, Caesar. How are you doing? Might have been the same brief then. It is very much embarrassing, but it's also kind of humorous. We never talk to many of this. But my dog, like, he gets so scared. I think it's because he has bad sight and that he's afraid of the darkness. But especially when it's dark outside, when we are out walking and we meet someone with a darker complexion, he instantly starts barking, and it's so embarrassing. Oh my god. But I think it's a combination of he can't see that well and then the darkness, and dogs are colorblind, so he basically just sees a pair of eyes. I mean, you can. And oh my god. Also, people wearing what is it called? A reflexer, like the silver things on clothing that makes you visible in the darkness, so that like when light hits you, it bounces back and makes you really visible for like cars and other things. Yeah, he doesn't like that either. So whenever people wear it, he starts barking. If they don't, he loves them. But no. Which is really fun when we're meeting up my dad, who finished his job because he's a truck driver. So he has those kinds of things on his clothing. If anyone knows what it's called in English, please let me know, because it's bothering the heck out of me that I don't know this word. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to sit down and edit the next episode soon. I think it's episode 12 I'm currently working on. Like the thing, like it's up. Hang on. I can go and show you guys. We have a bunch of them. Like this. So that when light hits, it bounces back and makes you visible in the dark. So if anyone knows what this is called in English, because in Sweden we call it reflex, but I don't know if it's the same in English. Yeah, no, like the silver thing itself. Because, it's a belt that you have on top of your jacket. But like the silver thing. Hang on. Google Translate reflex. Svenska till engelska. Huh, it's the same word, it seems. According to Google Translate. Reflective vest, I suppose. I don't know. It's getting really noticeable that autumn is here now, because the leaves are falling and everything's red, and it is getting dark really early now. Like in 2 hours, it's going to be dark. Pitch black. 2 hours, 1 hour. Heck. Today I'm taking a rest day. I've been having a lot of issues with my shoulder. I think I've been overusing it. So I'm taking a rest to make sure it gets some time to recover and prepare for tomorrow's classes. And I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe playing some games. I feel like a rest day is really, really needed. I hate taking them, but they're needed. I was supposed to have an aerial class that I take myself today, but I decided on not going. Gaming stream. No, I need to buy things for that. And with my current income being $300 a month, no. I am just trying to stay on top of paying for gas right now. Which server? I'm not quite following you. Yeah, Patreon is really, really being such a great help for me being able to actually save up money to make this channel better. Plus, I mean, my dream is someday being able to narrate a book or something like that. I would need a bit more equipment than just my mic. You mean the one I read on this channel? It did really, really badly. Basically, no one listened to it, so I decided to call it quits. If Talktober goes okay, I might bring like narration of copyright-free material back someday. We'll see. Because like Talktober is reading of mainly like yes so far only creepypastas that are copyright free, or like I am able to read them anyways. Thank you, Rudy. I've been exploring a lot with like the distance you're supposed to have to the mic, because I didn't know there was a special distance, which means that a lot of the pop sounds have increased. like the those where the mic kind of goes blurry. But I feel like it has helped lessening the echo of the room I'm sitting in, as well as making it easier to edit out other sounds. I actually found an orchestra version of My Neighbor Totoro. So that is the song I'll be doing with them. I felt it was really easy. It's really easy to choreograph to that version. It's a ballet, and um, it's a bit more up than before. Because the old song I was going to use was a song from Forrest Gump, and my students are 6 to 7 year olds. Two, the song is really slow. So for that age group, it kind of becomes boring because not much happens. Here we get to jump a bit. Not very advanced jumps because they are 6 to 7 year olds who have just started ballet. This is their first term, but still. Yeah, I have. I really enjoy it. It's so cute. And a little bit. Oops. I should really be more mindful of my diet because of how much I work out. Because as it is, I'm basically like training 3 hours every day. So I should be eating a lot better than I am, but like not drink Coca-Cola every other night. But I need the energy, and I'm not a coffee drinker. So what do you do? My mom was really sweet. She got me some of my favorite chocolate and a few cans of Coca-Cola. So that I have something for when I get home late or when I need to go and I know it will be a long day at the studio and I need some energy boost. So one pack of chocolate I will be keeping in my bag because it's always good to be able to pull that out. I really should be making protein bars. But I haven't gotten around to doing it. Plus I can't bring them everywhere since there's peanut butter in it and peanut is prohibited in a lot of places, obviously. Yeah, it's the craziest feeling. In like a month, a little over a month, I'll be turning 21. Take care, Rudy. Oh my. Yeah, mine is basically the opposite because I have such a fast metabolism plus my workout schedule. She's just like, please, for the love of God, eat anything all the time. Aha, har du vaknat igen? One of our lamps is kind of broken, but every once in a while it comes back to life. Yep. Did not notice that getting so warm. I just need to stir this. That was a lot more salt than I intended. Okay. Hi there. I'm just going to move you a bit so it will be easier for me to check. What's going on in the chat? And also, like, not abandoning you completely. Take care and good luck at the meeting. And there it died again. I am tired, very tired. I think I've like overused my shoulder a bit, so that is the thing. But yeah, I'm doing decently. How are you doing? Well, Well, hopefully, I don't know what time it is for you, but hopefully you can rest now. Sen när jag blir klävad vill jag tampas som slåss. Okay, well then you can rest. Be sure to take care of yourself, please. Speaking of, you should probably grab a glass of water. I know I have a tendency to forget that fact. Something as advanced and complicated as macaronis and bacon. No, I was just too tired to make anything sensible. But I was also like too bored here because I'm home alone. So I'm too bored to be cooking alone. So stream. Sen så kommer söndagen och då vill vår präst att jag ska i kyrkan. What's that? I've never heard of it before. I'm glad you like my voice. Very glad, since my channel is basically only my voice. It would be kind of awkward if you didn't. But thank you, really. I see. Interesting. I'm just on a sprint with Astrid Lindgren songs. They are really like, they are such comfort. I mean, it's pasta. Doesn't taste like much. But yeah, needs to cook for a bit longer. I was just checking if it had softened up. My day has been fine. I got a good night's sleep, which was very grateful. I've been having a lot of issues with sleeping as of late. And then I drove my mom to her job. And yeah, got a little workout in. Make sure I keep progressing. Looks like it's going to rain. Yeah, it's nice. It's quite big too. Like there's a lot of storage and room to move around and such. I like it. Can't this be done already? I am hungry. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. I ate a bit of chocolate, but that doesn't really count. Thank you. I've had this outfit for ages. My go-to, basically, when I'm not working at school, because I don't think this would be completely appropriate. But yeah, I try to wear it as often as possible. I really like it. They are doing good. My younger students are coming along on their choreography for the recital. My older students, a lot of them have been sick as of late, as well as tests in school and that kind of stuff. So we had to cancel a class. So we will be having half an hour more the next couple of weeks, where they will be challenged, to say the least. We decided to they are going to be doing the stuff that they need to do individually. So we've decided what are each student's weak point, I suppose you could say, and we have come up with some exercises that they will be doing for these final 30 minutes. My younger groups I can't film because they are not approved. Everyone. I have a couple of students in each group that the parents have not agreed to them being photographed or filmed. My older groups, yeah, I can film them. That isn't an issue. But as of right now, things are looking not at its best. It is not cleaned at all. So it is very hectic and nobody really knowing where am I going, what am I doing. So not yet. I will show you when they are ready. I did share a video of a choreography we did for one of my older groups, a jazz choreography, but the recital dance will be contemporary. But I did send that in Discord. K-pop is really fun. It's such a specific like dance style as well. I mean, it's an offshoot of hip hop, but it is so different still. No, I don't mean that. It is so different from like normal hip hop. I think I'm going to bring that on. I mean, I would recommend if you have the ability to, and if you want to start, try and look for a dance studio in your local area and see what classes they offer and what you might be interested in. I mean, you don't start training the amount that I do. You don't start training 3 hours a day. You start training 1 hour a week. And then you become addicted to it. But I would recommend that, looking into the studios in your town and see if anything like that strikes your fancy. If you don't have the ability to take classes in person, I would also recommend there are a bunch of tutorials on YouTube. There came out a lot of styles for during the pandemic, because everyone was home alone, because mostly everyone, not as in Sweden, but mostly everyone were in lockdown. So a lot of people didn't go to dance. We didn't go to dance for a while. So, yeah. You're not going to. You're not going to. Beginner classes are like everyone just are there rooting for each other, and every small victory is such a big achievement, especially when in beginner, especially what I've experienced adult classes. Even though I am usually on the youngest side, but these like older ladies, they are so supportive and so adorable, and like everyone just tries from where they are. And so like in these adult classes, there might be a woman in her 60s, and she might not be able to do everything, but each little victory is based off where you are. Yeah, then you grow addicted, and um, then you start teaching. Basically, after my first term, I looked up to my teacher so much, and I went to the studio, and I was just like, I want to do that, because that studio has this thing where teenagers teach, basically. So it's a really good introduction, and it's really like a family. It's not very advanced, but it's really like a family, and it's such a nice atmosphere. So beginner friendly. And I came up to her and I was just like, I want to do that. Cue like 5 years later. And then I got the call from her like, hey, you still interested in teaching? And I was just like, yes. And at that time I had taken a lot more classes and gotten a lot better. I teach, this year I teach ballet, jazz, musical theater, contemporary, acrobatics, and aerial hoop. I mean, I'm the same when I'm not a teacher. I'm just going to get a hair tie. 1 second. was really helpful too that the studio I started at, they had like this mentorship thing with new teachers. So you you're an apprentice for a more experienced teacher, and they give you a bunch of like tips and tricks. And my mentor is actually my student today. That's kind of fun. I mean, I'm so confused on the way how it's written. I think in English it's two L's, but in Swedish it's two T's. So I don't know. But yeah, ballet is really fun. It's a great way to work out. Hmm. It was so cute. I got messaged on Reddit because I post my scripts on Reddit, um, and I got messaged on there by someone being like, "Hi, I'm sorry for my English. English isn't my native language, but I really, really like your series." And they were talking about Captured, um, and I was just like, "Hey, it's okay. English is not my native language either." They were just and they we started talking about it and everything, and it was really sweet. Mm, perfect. Managed to get them crunchy but not burnt. That's good. I have one native language and a bunch of second languages. Well, obviously, Swedish and English. Then I would also like to say that I'm pretty fluent in Swedish Sign Language because they are different all over the world. Like ASL, American Sign Language, BSL, British Sign Language. Yeah, Swedish Sign Language, and I am able to make myself pretty understood pretty well in Spanish. What languages do you speak? Mm, okay. French feels like a really difficult language to learn. At the same time, it would be logical for me to learn it, just so like the ballet terms make more sense. Mm. I've also started learning Russian because we have a lot of Russian-speaking family friends. Like she's basically family, but we have one family friend from Georgia. So she speaks Russian, and I want to be able to understand what she and her friends are talking about. But I am still very much learning just the alphabet. So it's going slow. Yeah, I think it's good to take it one language at a time. Otherwise, you will confuse the grammar, like the sentence structure. I was studying Spanish at the same time as I was learning sign language, and like English will always continue to be a learning process for me. But I started mixing up the grammar and everything at those three languages, and it was just such a mess. Mm. I guess I still do that to some point because I still use some of the words I learned in the sign language, the the genuine signs, like puff. Puff basically means to like go, um, go away. Yeah, puff. And I still like, I'm going to puff there. It depends so much on my mood. Like sometimes it's musicals, sometimes it's movie music, sometimes it's rock, sometimes it's rap, sometimes it's pop. It's so different. Hmm. Well, I think I am going to call it quits now. So, yeah, thank you for coming. Mm. And thank you for coming. Take care. Be sure to rest. And I will see you some other time. Bye.